Hi guys, how are you? Welcome to this day's video. Bia here with, you had probably seen from the title of this video, but yes, we have the Upcrate number 30 here. I reached out to Upcrate to try out one of their crates. I have known about them for quite some time now. I've always loved art subscription boxes. This is actually my first, so I'm quite excited. I always love to look at the videos. Let's just get straight onto it. This video is not sponsored. They just sent me this one for free for me to play with. This has a little keyhole here. Like, if you don't know, this is very heavily inspired by like pirates. Yes, pull tabs are always so good. You're getting closer. Thank you for having you on board, mate. Now, I have had a few spoilers online. I got this in the beginning of March, so this is the February crate. So I did get to see a little bit what was inside, and I'm quite excited for it. Okay, we have here some brushes. I'm quite looking forward to seeing these. I'm always happy to have new brushes because I destroy mine. But let's put them here to the side. Here are the art materials. There's magic inside. And this month's artist is one that I actually already follow. Oh, this is huge. One that I already follow, which is Nemaika Nani. Let's say it is. Like I mentioned, this is my first time getting this, but I have seen like videos from Upcrate since it began basically, and they really upped their game. This is a full-ass magazine, quite chunky. And I'm quite excited to just see what's inside. I think it's like conversations about the supplies. Yeah, I'm looking at what's already the supplies, and we'll look at that later. We do have some paper here. Quite nice thick paper, and we have 3 sheets, so I'll definitely be using that for the artwork. Oh, we have a sticker sheet. Cute. Oh, it's like matte paper. I do love this artist. I followed her for years now, so I'm quite excited to have some artwork. What are you? Are you like a poster? Yeah. It says Upcrate mystery box in huge. What? Why is the paintbrush burning? Don't burn your paintbrushes. And here it's drinking the paint. Okay. It's like very Alice in Wonderland-y, which I think it's the theme for today, for this month. Okay, so, oh, come on, get out. The print was very much in there. This is a brand I'm definitely putting it on my wall. It's really, really cool. And yeah, my name is Naomi Kao. I was born and raised in California and the Silicon Valley. Studied and graduated Ringing College. Oh, I forgot about that. She's actually living here. Like, yeah, she's living in Portugal. She's actually living here. Most of my paintings are inspired by vintage, antique, rococo, surrealism, dolls, fairy tale, and nostalgia themes. Huge passion for drawing pretty girls and art pieces that seems like it came from a pretty nightmare. Pretty nightmare? When people see my artwork, I hope to express a feeling like being in a dream. And indeed you do. I completely forgot she lived here. It means nothing, but I don't know why it makes me happy. Since we are such a small country, whenever someone mentions Portugal, I'm always like, ha! They know we exist. It's silly, I know, but what can you do? Small country energy. Okay, let's look at the brushes quickly, since they do want to come out. It's all in like characters. Oh, and the barrel is like hollow. Like, look at the point it has. It's very similar to a calligraphy brush. And then we have a flat brush, which I don't tend to use a lot, but I guess will be good for like covering surfaces. Then a big round brush. It's quite funny that these are hollow, like they're so light. But yeah, nice brushes, quite happy with those. Let's get into the supplies so then I can actually read the magazine, because I do want to just check out what's inside first. Love the paper. Love this color. It's actually one of my favorite colors to wear in clothing. Let me see if I can just not destroy it, but I think haha! Check me out. Who is she? Oh, I spoke too soon. Ooh. Okay, alright, let me just grab them all. And this paper is going to my drawer so I can use it on parcels. Okay, so first of all, we have this sponge, which I believe is from textures, but looking at her work, I don't see the textures that much, so I don't really know where she uses it. Maybe something will be on the magazine. So we have a little sponge. Then we have a Pilot G-Tech C. I actually have a history with these pens. I used to use them a ton on Inktober 2017, I believe. I'll put some pictures here because it's really, really old. And I actually even used the 0.25, like this is the 0.4. And it's really, really thin. It's super, super tiny. And I actually have this in purple. Here it is. I actually have it in purple on my current stash. I do enjoy these pens a lot, so quite happy there's a black here. I don't believe I have one at the moment because I just don't really use line art as much, so I don't really have these anymore. Then we have, oh my gosh, is it a 0.2? So it's a mechanical pencil in 0.2. You cannot even see that. It's a 0.2. I think I have a 0.3 somewhere. Also Pentel. Let me see if I can find it. Still have it? Yes, I do. I still have it. I've had this pen for probably 10 years already. This is a mechanical pencil as well. Also Pentel, and this is a no, this is actually Pilot. 0.3, and then we have 0.2. Super thin. And then we have the star of the show. We also have like a little pipette, little dropper, which is cool. I actually have just like some glass ones from some jars, so this is actually great to have. And then we have some acrylic gouache. If you know my channel, you know I enjoy gouache a lot, but I don't really have a lot of experience with acrylic gouache. I have tried some Turner, but they were from the Japonica side of the Turner, so they were quite rough, and I did not really enjoy them at all. I did not like the texture. I'm hoping these are different in somehow. This is the color selection. So we have blue, opera red, quite happy with that. We have permanent scarlet, permanent yellow, jet black, and a bigger tube of white. So we do have a pretty good trio, and I much appreciate the addition of opera red because if you know me, I love pink. So these are the supplies. They are a very me selection. I'm incredibly happy this is the box that I get to try. So let me just look at the magazine quick. Stunning art. Illustrations around Adelaide's adventures. So the supplies. Oh, these are actually Turner as well, the brushes, which is really cool. Nylon brushes made especially to be used with Turner Acrylic Gouache. Cool! Easily clean with water and dry particularly quickly as their handles are hollow. Good to know. And they also have in German, because I believe this box is from Germany. Applied smoothly, dries quickly, and sticks to a wide variety of painting surfaces. I'm really hoping to like these. It's actually great. It literally tells you how to use it in case you never used it. I'm quite familiar with like the whole process of gouache, and I've watched countless videos about acrylic gouache, so I'm not too worried. This one I know very well, so I'm good. Okay, I'm just surprised it's a 0.2. It's not a very regular. Oh, it even tells you how to use it. It's really interesting. Oh, the paper. So the paper is St. Schubert's Mill. I've heard of this paper. 100% cotton. Nice. So this is it's hot press, cool. Yeah, it even tells you how to care for it, which is very, very nice. What else is in here? Yeah, it has some Q&A, which is very nice. I will read it later. Oh, look guys. Guys, do you see the baby? Oh yeah. Sorry, my cat got closed off. Oh, it has a lot. This is really, really cool. I'm quite enjoying the booklet. Has a lot more than I thought it would have. Yeah, this is how to use the art supplies by the artist. Even has a tutorial. This is incredibly helpful. I do want to try and participate on this one. So the battle is, yeah, let's jump into your Adeline's world. This is this month's battle. I think I'll try to just do that theme for this painting. And you can win this, the 24 tubes 11mm acrylic gouache, which is very, very generous, especially if you end up enjoying this set, like getting to just win a 24 tubes, and these are not cheap, so very nice. So yeah, this was the part of the unboxing. I'm going to brainstorm, just do some swatches, maybe do a color wheel just so I can see the colors. But yeah, they showed here what colors you can get, so these are the colors that you can get, which is a pretty wide range. So quite happy with that. VoiceOver Bia will be here to talk about the process, so I'll see you there. VoiceOver Bia here to guide you through the rest of the video. So I first sketched something out, and I first used a polychromos pencil just because I wanted to have a lighter sketch, and then I went with the pencil that came with the box. I honestly really enjoyed the pencils. I'm honestly happy to have it in my collection. To give you a little bit of a backstory on the drawing, the prompt was like a bit of a childish nightmares. I kind of just went to storms. When I was a kid, I'm kind of still scared of the ocean, but especially like storms in the ocean really scare me. I do enjoy looking at lightning, and like thunderstorms don't really scare me that much now, but when I was a kid it was kind of a big deal for me, and so I just had this imagery of like the hair being like the ocean in the storm, and just doing like paper boats to represent kind of a childlike side. I tried my best to kind of be in the prompt, and I think it turned out pretty cool. I'm quite happy with the drawing. Starting to talk about the materials, I'm honestly really in love with these paints. It's kind of a surprise for me because I always thought I really enjoyed the side of liftability, if that's even a word, of like traditional gouache. But I have to say, I did a few mistakes with this drawing, and the fact that I could just dump water on top of that mistake and not lift up what was underneath it was actually so nice. I even have a clip that I slow down so you can see. I just dropped a huge like drop of really dark color on her face, and I was freaking out, but thankfully I was able to remove it so easily. I was like, this is actually amazing. And so as you can see here, first I'm doing these layers very watery. I have a lot of difficulty starting to do gouache like thicker, like many people do, like Sylvain for example. It's a fantastic example of just doing gouache in a more thicker way and it looking amazing. I honestly have a lot of difficulty with it, and so I started it doing the way that I usually do. Even in traditional gouache, I do a very watery layer first and then do a thicker one. But still not thick all over. I still have many spots where it is thinner, and so that's what I started to doing here. I even did like a little bit of a line art. I was enjoying the drawing, but I was feeling that something wasn't right. It was looking a bit muddy, and I was thinking I can do better. I definitely can do better. And so I actually decided to, the next day, start applying thicker paint. I was like, okay, this is not going in the way that I wanted to go. And so I decided just like, okay, I'm going to treat this like gouache, and I'm going to paint thicker layers because this is just being very muddy and not as vibrant as I know gouache can be. And so I decided to just go for it. It was a bit of a scary moment, but I'm honestly super happy I went for it. I also read the rest of the magazine that came with the box, and I'm really impressed with the whole thing of the Upcrate. I'm honestly so happy this is the box that I was able to try. This box just screams me. Even though I did not use the pen in the end, nor the sponge for the matter of fact. I think I want to leave the sponge for other projects. I just didn't felt like doing the spatter thing here. I thought it just looked cleaner like this. And the pen, I just really enjoy doing line art with brushes, so I'm just leaving the pen for other doodles. I know I'll be using the pen then, so it's totally fine. So it was a bit of a challenge at first to start painting thicker. It was really scary, but to be honest, I actually loved it. I think I might definitely use this supply more. I'm going to participate on the contest. I highly doubt it I'll win, but I will very likely pick up a few more colors, even though I felt like I could mix a lot of what I wanted. For example, I mainly used the blue and the pink and the white here on this painting. I used a little bit of the white and the black to create the colors that I wanted. I barely touched the yellow, only for her eyes, and the red I mostly used on the frame around it because I wanted to be a bit more burgundy rather than purple. I added a little bit of red there. Other than that, I'm super happy with the whole experience with this box. The brushes were actually really nice. I don't think I used the flat brush, but to be honest, I barely use flat brushes anyway. So they're just the ones that I have in my collection. They just ended up there when it came in sets. I don't think I bought a flat brush in years, but I really loved it. I only used a fine liner that I have. I believe it's a Winsor & Newton 0 for a few details, just because the thinner round brush that came with the box, even though it was good, I still needed a little bit of more detail for some spots. So yeah, I'm really excited. A little bit of just updates on my life if you want to know. This weekend I went to one of my first anime cons. I went to Anisama in Lisbon. It was really cool actually to see so many people in cosplay. Had never been in a cosplay/anime convention, so it was really nice. This weekend that's coming, I'm also going to go on another market, completely alone for the first time. I am extremely nervous, and the anime convention was the first time I did the stand on my own, but I had all of my friends there on the convention, so I just felt very secure and it was a great time. But this time I'll be completely alone. I don't think I know anyone that's going there. My friends did say they're going to visit me, so that makes me feel a bit more reassured. A lot more reassured, to be honest. I'm just incredibly excited, but also scared. By the way, this is the bit that I was freaking, but thankfully it all went well. Thank you again for Upcrate for sending me this box. Again, they did not sponsor me, but they were super kind and they sent me this box. I've always wanted to try a subscription box and incredibly happy that this was my first experience with it. I think I definitely want to make this a print, maybe. I'm still thinking of coming back, not Patreon, but like a print and sticker club, since I did close my Patreon this month. Like for good, I won't be coming back to Patreon. Maybe I'll just create a designated spot for a print and sticker club, or I can just do kind of the same thing on coffee. Do let me know what you prefer on the comments down below. I'm not sure I'll be coming back already in April because I still have so much to do and it's going crazy. But yeah, this is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching until this point. If you're still here, you are a star. I hope you enjoyed this whole unboxing experience. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and let me know in the comments down below if you ever tried this box. Did you have this exact same box? It's really interesting seeing what different people do with the same supplies. Thank you again, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.